In today's class, we will move through a flow that will help you challenge your balance, develop a little bit more muscle awareness, and tone up your entire body. Whenever you hold a pose steady or you stay in movement, remember to deepen, to lengthen, and to slow down your breath. This is your key to help you find in balance and develop more mental and physical endurance. Alright, whenever you're ready, you can join me in mountain pose, Tadasana, and we will start our class together. Come at the very top of your mat, tip your feet hips width distance. Take a second here to make sure that you relax your shoulders and place your left hand onto your heart, your right hand on your belly. Close your eyes, try to soften the muscle of your face, and just take a few seconds here to center yourself and to become a little bit more aware of your sensations today. Try to feel your heart beating under your left hand, your belly rising when you inhale under your right hand. And just start here by taking a big inhalation through your nose, trying to fill your lungs all the way up. And then open your mouth and exhale, taking your time. Just one more time like this. A big inhalation all the way up. And then open your mouth and exhale. Open your eyes, release your arms next to you. And the next time that you inhale, lift your arms above your head. Try to reach as tall as possible. Exhale, cactus your arms behind you, bend your elbows, and try to squeeze your shoulder blades together to open up your chest. Two more times like this. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. And exhale, take your time to press your chest forwards. Just one more time. Try to feel when you inhale the expansion. And when you exhale, to feel your armpits opening. And the next time that you inhale again, lift your arms above your head. This time, keep your arm extending and circle your arms behind you to open a little bit more onto your shoulders. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Press your hands together. Look up. And exhale, fold forward your legs, bend your knees to release your hands under your shoulders. Try to keep here your head heavy. The next time that you inhale, extend your legs, come into a flat back. Take your time here to make sure that you squeeze your navel in, that you're trying to reach tall with the top of your head. And exhale, place your hands under your shoulders and step back into your first down dog of the class, probably your first down dog of the day. So as always here, when you arrive, take a second to adjust yourself. Make any movement that feels good to you. So maybe pedaling into your legs, pedaling into your arms, just making sure that you take the time to allow your body to enter this position. And when you've had enough movements, come back to a steady position and try to make sure that you keep your head heavy. Keep the engagement in your shoulders. Press the mat away with your hands. Try to send your hips up. And imagine that you try to round your upper back to really help you keep this engagement onto your shoulders. Try to send the energy of your heels down. Keep pressing yourself to the back of your mat. And the next time that you inhale, rise high onto your toes. Imagine that you want to round your lower back first. Shift your weight forwards and think about undulating your spine to come all the way forward, just above your hands, like a plank pose, but a little bit more in the front. And then exhale, look in front of you, bend your knees, send your hips to the sky, and think about reversing the movement that you've just done to undulate your spine back into a down dog. Three more times like this. Inhale, rise high onto your toes. Take your time to feel your back rounding behind you. Exaggerate the movement. And when you exhale, think about sending your hips first to the sky and keeping your gaze in front of you as long as possible. Try to use your breath here to guide you. Try to feel the undulation of your spine. Try to feel some fluidity in your body. Just one more time like this. Inhale, shift forward. Try to come as high as you can onto your toes. And this time stay here into your plank pose. Maybe adjust your feet on your mat. Make sure that your hands are under your shoulders. Rise high onto your toes and feel your entire body working for you in this position. Try to pull your navel in. Inhale, use your toes to shift your weight forward as much as you can. And exhale, shift your weight to the back, trying to keep your hips at the exact same level. Two more times like this. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale to the back. Try to use your breath. Just one more time. Inhale all the way to the front. Exhale to the back. One more time, inhale, push an imaginary wall with your head. And this time lower your knees down, bend your elbows to the back, and lower your chest all the way down for your chaturanga. Untouch your toes, release your forehead on the mat, press the top of your feet on your mat behind you, and the next time that you inhale, come into your low cobra, press your chest forward, try to squeeze your elbows and your shoulder blades together. Exhale, release your forehead on the mat. 2 more times like this. Inhale into your cobra, maybe this time a little bit higher. Try to keep your shoulders low from your heels. And exhale, release your forehead on the mat. 1 more time like this. Inhale. Exhale, release your forehead on your mat. Touch your toes into your mat and press yourself back into your down dog. Take a second here to adjust yourself. Make any movement that feels good to you. Keep this engagement here with your hands, and the next time that you inhale, lift your right leg to the sky behind you and open your hips. Try to imagine that you want to send your right hip just above the left. Keep pressing yourself with your hands. Rise high onto your left toes. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Send your right knee to your nose. Round your back as much as possible. Try to resist by pushing you up, and then look in between your hands and slowly step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down, but keep your left toes stuck onto your mat, and use your next inhalation to rise your chest, lift your arms above your head. Take a second here to find your drishti in front of you. Try to lengthen your arms all the way up. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, shift your weight to the back, flex your right foot towards your face, and try to send your arms behind you, trying to extend your right leg. Keep your gaze in front of you and imagine that you try to open your chest forward. Flowing into these 2 positions 2 more times. Inhale, bend your right leg, come forward. Exhale to the back, trying to lengthen your right leg. 2 more times like this. Inhale up. Exhale, doing your best to squeeze your shoulders behind you. Inhale just 1 last time with your arms up. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, release both of your hands on your mat. Extend your left leg behind you. And use your next inhalation to again send your right leg to the sky behind you. Exhale again, knee to your nose, round your back as much as you can. And step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left heel down in preparation for your warrior 1. Make sure that your heels are still hips width distance. Try to keep your hips parallel with the front of your mat. And then rise up, lifting your arms above your head. So in your warrior 1, you want to keep your hips and your shoulder facing forward. Try to press the outside part of your left foot to make sure that you stay very active in your left leg. If this is too much for your heels, hover your back heel, trying to rise onto your toes to make sure that you stay forwards. Take your options. If you can, look up. If you can, press your hands together. Take a big inhalation here, bend into this right knee. Exhale, release your hands on your mat. Step back into your plank pose. Shift your weight forward. Lower your knees down or not to come into your chaturanga. Inhale into your cobra or your up dog if you want to extend your arms and lift your hips from the mat. And exhale, send your hips back to the sky to come back into your down dogs. Take a second here to connect back to your breath. Maybe adjust your hands and your feet on the mat. Make sure that you're still pulling your navel in towards your spine. And the next time that you inhale, lift your left leg towards the sky. And then try to allow your hips to open. Keep pressing the mat away with your hands. Do your best to keep this left leg active. And then rise high onto your right toes, shift forward, send your left knee to your nose, round your back, push the mat away. Try to resist as long as you can and slowly step your foot in between your hands. And then lower your right knee to the mat. Try to keep your toes tucked and come all the way up with both of your arms above your head. Take a second here to make sure that you allow yourself to bend into this left knee. Try to soften your face. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Try to extend your left leg and to send those left toes towards your face. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Try to keep your gaze forward. And then again, inhale, bend into your left leg. Open your arms. Exhale, shift to the back. Train your best to bring your chest as close to your left toes. 2 more times like this. Inhale. Exhale, take your time, engage into your abs and your core for stability. Just one more time here on your inhalation. Try to really bring your arms as up as you can. And exhale, release your hands on the floor. Extend your right leg and then pick up your left foot. Extend your left leg to the back. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, knee to your nose, round your back as much as you can and step your foot in between your hands again. This time lower your right heel down. Try to keep your heels at the same width as your hips. Try to press the outside part of your right leg. Prepare your leg before you rise up in this position. Always think about getting your foundation first, and then from your leg rise all the way up with your arms above your head. Maybe adjust your feet, take your options. Try to press your hands together, and if you can, to look up. Make sure that you bend into this left leg. Try to pull your navel in, round your lower back. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, release your hands on the mat. Step back into your plank pose and then take your vinyasa. Take your time here when you inhale. Try to really open your chest. Exhale, send your hips to the sky to come back into your down dog. Take a second to come back to your breath. Then look in between your hands at the top of your mat. Bend your knees and step or lightly jump all the way in between your hands. Inhale, rise into your flat back. Come as high as you need to really extend your spine. And exhale, fall forward your legs. Inhale, rise up, circle your arms above your head. Look up, press your hands together. And exhale, lower your hands down to take your first sun salutation A of the class. Inhale, lift your arms above your head. Try to look up. And exhale, fold forward your legs. Take your time here to use your exhalation. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, keep your gaze forward and step or jump all the way to your chaturanga. Inhale into your up dog or your high cobra. And exhale, send your hips to the sky to come back into your down dog. Try to stay steady for 3 rounds of breath in this position. Every time that you exhale, try to feel the engagement of your core. Try to keep your shoulders active. Try to soften your face, to keep your head heavy. Taking your time here to lengthen your breath. At the end of your third exhalation, look in between your hands and step or jump all the way towards the top of your mat. Inhale into your flat back. Take your time, open your chest. And exhale, fold forward your legs. Use your core to bring your nose close to your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Circle your arms above your head. Exhale, release your arms next to you to come back to your mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a second here to connect back to your breath, making sure that you pull your navel in, that you soften your face, that you relax your shoulders. And the next time that you inhale, bend into your legs. Try to touch your mat with your fingers and lift your arms above your head, keeping your hips at the same level as they were. So try in this position to make sure that you are not coming too much to the front. Send your hips to the back and try to round your lower back to make sure that you protect your spine. Look in front of you. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, send your arms behind you and try to see if you can hover your heels, but keep bending into your legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Extend your legs and lift your right knee towards your chest. Try to really use your core to bring your knee as high as you can. Take a big inhalation here and exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart. Soften your shoulders. The next time that you inhale, try to extend your right leg in front of you by keeping your knee as high as you can. Exhale, flex your right foot, shift your weight forward and come into a modified warrior 3 into a T position. So trust yourself to come forward with your body. Try to keep your hips parallel to the mat. Extend your leg behind you. Keep this leg active and bend into your left knee to slowly release your right toes as far from you as you can. And then lift your arms above your heads to come into your high lunge. Take a second here maybe to adjust yourself on the mat. Try to really engage into your belly button, to pull your navel towards your spine. Imagine that you want to round your lower back. Soften your shoulders. Take a big inhalation here. And exhale, open up into your warrior 2. Maybe adjust your feet on the mat. Make sure that you bend into your left leg, but use your right leg as well. Push the outside of your right foot of your mat. Imagine that you want to ground on the floor with your legs, but you try to find expansion with your upper back. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, cross your right arm under your left arm and try to see if you can catch your hands together. Keep bending into this left foot, and the next time that you inhale, lift your arms above your head as much as you can. Keep bending onto your left leg. Feel your shoulder blades expanding behind you, and exhale, fall forward into a humble warrior, trying to fall inside of your left leg. So in this position, try to keep looking at your hands. Try to keep using your right leg behind you. Then gaze towards the top of your mat, roll into your right toes behind you. Take a big inhalation here and take your time to rise all the way up, trying to lift your right knee towards your chest and trying to cross your right leg on top of the left. So you have two options here. You can keep one cross or you can try to double cross by trying to touch behind your left calf with your right foot. Take a big inhalation here, bend into your legs, try to lift your arms a little bit higher. And exhale, try to fall forward to make a small shape here, trying to bring your elbows to your knees, squeeze everything in, and as slowly as you can, uncross your legs, send your right leg to the back, shift forward, try to really pull your arms towards you, and slowly lower your right toes again to the mat. Let go of your arms, take a big inhalation, lift your arms above your head, and exhale, release your hands under your shoulder. Step back into your plank position and then take your vinyasa. Take your time here, especially on your inhalation, to really open your chest. And exhale, send your hips to the sky to come back to your down dog. Take a second here to adjust yourself on your mat, to prepare to do the same little flow with your left leg. The next time that you inhale, look in between your hands, bend your knees and lightly jump or step all the way towards the top of your mat. Inhale for your flat back and exhale, fall forward your legs. Inhale, come all the way up, circle your arms above your head, try to look up. And exhale, Samastiti here, release your arms next to you. The next time that you inhale, bend into your chair pose, lift your arms above your head, try to squeeze your legs together. Exhale, send your arms behind you and try to see if you can hover your heels from your mat. Inhale, come all the way up, extend your legs and your arms, and this time lift your left knee towards your chest. So try to do your best to use your core to lift this knee and lower your hands in front of your heart, soften your shoulders. Take a big inhalation, try to extend your left leg in front of you as high as you can. Exhale, flex your left foot so you can shift forward and shoot your left leg behind you. Take your time here to make sure that you keep your hips as parallel as you can and slowly bend into your right leg so you can place your left toe as far from you as you can at the back of your mat. Use your inhalation to rise into your crescent lunge. Take a moment here to make sure that you soften your face. Think about engaging here into your abdominals to protect your low back. And then exhale, open up into your warrior two. Take a second, as always, to adjust yourself. Make sure that you keep engaging into your lower back. Bend into this right knee. Push the mat away with your left leg, look in front of you, and then cross this time your left arm under your right arm. Try to see if you can catch your hands together, and then try to lift your hands towards the sky. Look up, take a big inhalation. Exhale, fall forward into your humble warrior, trying to keep your gaze at your hands. So in this position, keep bending into your right knee, and then gaze towards the top of your mat, roll into your left toes, and with as much control as you can, try to come all the way up, this time to cross your left leg on top of your right leg. One time or maybe twice if you can. Bend into your legs, try to keep your hips facing forward. Take a big inhalation, try to lift your arms away from you. And exhale, bend and squeeze everything in, trying to find the connection between your elbows and your knees. With as much control as you can, uncross your legs, send your left leg to the back, shift forward, pull your arms away from you, bend into your right leg and slowly lower your left toes back towards the back of your mat. Let go of your arms, take a big inhalation here. And exhale, release your hands under your shoulder. Step back into your plank pose. Take your vinyasa, or of course, always the option to come back into your down dog straight away. And use your exhalation here to adjust yourself in the pose. Take a big inhalation through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale. Using this exhalation to engage a little bit more into your core, to prepare yourself to do this little flow just one more time. So feel free to press pause and to take a child's pose if you need. Otherwise, whenever you are ready, look in between your hands, bend into your knees, and step or jump towards the top of your mat. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, fold forward your legs. Inhale all the way up, circle your arms above your head, try to look at your hands. Exhale, come back to the center, Samastiti. Let's go again together, try to stay with your breath. Inhale, bend into your chair pose, lift your arms above your head, squeeze your legs together. Exhale, send your arms behind you and try to hover your heels. Inhale, come all the way up, this time with your right knee, take your time. And exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart. Use your inhalation to extend your leg in front of you. And exhale, shift your legs to the back so you can shift your chest forward to come into your T position. Try to keep your hips parallel and slowly bend into your left knee to release your right toes towards the back of your mat. Use your inhalation here to lift your arms above your head. And exhale, open up into your warrior two. Cross your right arm under your left arm. Take your time here to touch your hands. And inhale, lift your arms to the sky. Exhale, fall forward into your elbow roller, trying to really keep the bend into your left knee. Inhale, roll onto your right toes. Bring your hips back to parallel. And try to take a big inhalation to come all the way up to cross your right leg on top of the left. Squeeze your legs together. Try to pull your navel in. Inhale, try to lift your arms up. Find the extension of your back. Exhale, fall forward. Try to squeeze your elbows to your knees. Take your time here to uncross your legs. Send your leg to the back and take your time to pull your arms forward. Think about expansion in this position and slowly release your right toes on the mat. Lift your arms above your head. Take a big inhalation. Exhale to your vinyasa or your down dog. Trying to really take your time here into your movement. Using your inhalation to really open your chest. And exhale, sending your hips back to the sky for your down dog. And immediately, as soon as you arrive here, look in between your hands and then bend your knees and lightly step or jump all the way towards the top of your mat. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, fold forward your legs. Inhale, come all the way up, circle your arms above your head, look up. Exhale, Samastiti here, release your arms alongside your body for one last round on the left. Immediately, inhale, bend into your chair pose, lift your arms above your head. Exhale, send your arms to the back, try to hover your heels, but keep bending into your legs. Inhale, come all the way up, this time with your left knee. And exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart, soften your face. Use your inhalation to extend your left leg in front of you. And then take your time to shift your leg to the back. Come forward as much as you can to counterbalance. Bend into your right knee and very slowly release your left toes at the back of your mat. Take a big inhalation, lift your arms above your head. And exhale, open up into your warrior two. Try to soften your shoulders. Cross your left arm under the right. Catch your hands together. Take a big inhalation. Bend into this right knee. Lift your arms up. Exhale and roll yourself inside of your right knee. Look towards the top of your mat. Roll into your left toes. And use your inhalation to come all the way up, trying to cross your left leg on top of the right. If you fall, just come back. It's your body getting stronger. Take a big inhalation. Lift your arms above your head. And exhale, do your best here to make a small shape, trying to bring your elbows to your knees. And cross your legs. Inhale, stay forward. Extend your left leg behind you. Pull your arms in front of you. And very slowly release those left toes on the mat. Take a big inhalation. Lift your arms up. Smile. It's the last vinyasa. And exhale, release your hands under your shoulders. And take your time here to really use your breath. Inhale, open your chest. And exhale, lift your hips to the sky for your down dog. Immediately, as soon as you arrive, shift your weight forwards to come into a plank pose. Maybe adjust yourself and try to calm your breath down in your plank pose. So try to see if you really use your hands in this position, if you really use your legs just as much as your arms. Try to pull your navel in, stay with your breath, use your toes. Take your time here to inhale, to push yourself away from the mat, and to exhale, to pull your navel in. Try to stay with it, stay with your breath, feel everything working for you. Try not to give up. Sometimes your mind wants to give up, but your body can actually stay. So just make sure that you listen to the right one. Stay with your breath, just one more inhalation. Exhale, shift your weight forward, and maybe try to keep your leg extended, and as slowly as you can, lower yourself all the way down and touch your toes and release your forehead on your hands. Take a second here. Try to hear your heart beating under your chest. Try to slow everything down. Trying to feel any sensations, trying to hear your breath, trying to hear your heart. Trying to notice everything that's happening, maybe the sweat dripping behind your back or on your face. Just using all the movement that you just did to build a little bit more awareness in your body. And always taking the time to slow everything back down. Inhale here just one last time. And then exhale, bend your legs behind you and try to catch the outside of your feet with your hands. So make sure that you keep your knees as wide as your hips, not wider, not close to each other. Keep your forehead on your mat and imagine that you are trying to round your lower back so you can really press your pubic bone onto the mat. Keep your knees on your mat and use your next inhalation to push your feet on your hands to really help you to squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, to lift your chest from the mat for your bow pose. So make sure that your knees are still on the mat so you're really working onto the muscle of your back. Take a big inhalation here. Exhale, slowly release your forehead on the floor. One more time like this. Inhale, do your best here to feel the expansion of your chest, to engage into your glutes. Exhale, release your forehead on your mat. Just one more time like this. Inhale, this time allow your knees to hover from the mat and try to see if you can come a little bit higher with your chest. Think about sending your feet towards the back of your mat. Like a big inhalation here, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open your chest. And exhale, release the position. Release your feet, place your hands under your shoulders and press yourself back into a child's pose. Bring your big toes together and release your forehead on the floor. Option to stay here or maybe to send your arms to the back to release a little bit more on your shoulders. Maybe shift your hips to the side to create a little bit more space. Make sure that you unlock your jaw, that you soften your face. And then place your hands under your shoulders and press yourself back up to sit on your mats and extend both of your legs in front of you. Take a second to make sure that you sit high or you're sitting bones. You can literally use your hands to help you here really rise into your glutes. Take a big inhalation here, lift your arms above your head and exhale, fold forward your legs, release your arms on the floor and try to touch your chin to your chest and to keep your head heavy. So try not to use your arms in this position, but to allow the heat that you've just built in your body to help you naturally create a little bit more space, breath after breath. Try to feel when you inhale the expansion of your back behind you. And when you exhale, your nose coming a little bit closer to your legs. Try to notice your breath slowing down, your body creating a little bit more space. Exhale just one last time and take your time to come all the way back up and then lay on your back behind you. Bend your knees onto your chest, squeeze your legs towards you. Maybe shift your weight side to side to massage your lower back. And keep a hold of your right leg. Extend your left leg on your mat. Open your right arm to the side. Take a big inhalation here. And exhale, twist your right knee towards the left. Maybe turning your head towards the right if you want a little bit of a deeper stretch. Try to soften here your shoulders. Close your eyes. And take a big inhalation into your chest. Just so you can feel on your exhalation your body relaxing a little bit more, getting a little bit more heavy on your mat. Take a big inhalation here on your chest. And then exhale, trying to release a little bit more. If you notice any tensions in your body, try to use your breath to make them fade away. Doing your best here to let go of any control, trying to keep your body heavy on the mat. Take one last inhalation in this position, and then exhale, come back to the center, maybe adjust your shoulders on the mat. This time keep a hold of your left knee, extend your right leg on the floor. Open your left arm to the side, take a big inhalation here. Exhale, twist your left knee towards the right. Take your option here with your head. And make sure that you soften your face, that you soften your arms, and take a big inhalation again into your chest. Just so you can feel when you exhale the twist a little bit more. Doing your best here to soften everything. Taking your time to breathe. Trying to feel your body heavy. Inhaling just one last time. And then exhale, slowly come back to the center. Bend both of your knees into your chest one last time. Circle your arms around your leg and try to bring your forehead to your knees to make the smallest shape possible in this position. And take the biggest inhalation you've taken all day. Try to feel your back expanding behind you. Inhale, inhale, inhale all the way up. And then open your mouth, exhale and release your legs on the floor, release your arms alongside your body. Turn the palm of your hands up, close your eyes if they are not yet, and make sure that your entire body is now heavy, resting on the floor. To allow your body to absorb all the benefit of all the movements that you just did. Shavasana. Just rest.